Hello! I am so excited to be able to finally tell you that we are expecting baby number 2. I feel like just so excited and grateful and excited to give Jackson a sibling. We are just over the moon. We're so excited, and I wanted to catch you up on the last 3 months. It's been rough. It's been rough to say the least, so we have a lot to talk about. Before I start the Q&A, I just want to show you the little clip of us finding out. If you've been here since I found out I was pregnant with Jackson, I really wanted to find out the first time with Ryan, but I was impatient and I took the test by myself and it was positive. So this time I made sure that Ryan was in the room and Jackson actually got to be there too, so that was really special. So I'll show you that clip now. I do what I want. I pee on lots of sticks.
How long does he have to wait for that thing?
How long does he have to wait?
Do you have to wait for that?
Oh, it's usually pretty pretty quick.
Are you gonna put my stuff back under the counter?
Yeah, I know. Oh, he's still in here. You have a little
Want to taste
cut.
it? Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got hit in the face. That must be what the blood's from.
Hit you. What, you taste it?
My gee's all bloody.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice.
I know, it hurts.
Oof, that one looks like it would pop on the mirror.
Should I pop it on there?
Yeah.
It's faint.
No, it's there.
No way. Yeah, it means you're gonna take like 6 more. Congrats!
You too. Jack, you're gonna be a big brother one day.
That's awesome.
Just wait a few more days. No. Look at that.
You could still, you'll still take another one.
Yeah, probably. Oh my gosh.
Here we go again. Are you ready?
I know. Oh. I don't know if
That would be 202. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my
Yay. Yay. Well, let's pray for this baby.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wow. That's
I
amazing.
know. So the funny thing about the beginning of that clip when I was like, I like to pee on sticks, is not that I like to pee on sticks, but is I took a pregnancy test the month before because I was 2 days late on my period and I had a dream I was pregnant. So I took a test with Ryan the month before and it was negative, and then I got my period literally the next day. So this time around, Ryan was basically like, why don't you just wait for your period? And I was like, no, it's supposed to be here today. I just want to take a test. I'm gonna do what I want. And so that's a little explanation of the beginning of the clip. All right, time to answer your questions. How has this first trimester been compared to Jack's first trimester? So different. It's crazy. It's been like night and day. With Jack, I felt like I wasn't pregnant for a while. I was like, am I actually pregnant? The only symptoms I had with him were my boobs got huge right away and they hurt so bad. I was tired all the time and I was really hungry. But other than that, like, I felt really good. I wasn't nauseous at all. I felt a little unmotivated, but like really, like, those were the only symptoms, which I'm so thankful that I got to experience just like such an easy first trimester. This time around, it's been so different. So a few of my symptoms with this pregnancy, I was really nauseous a few days after I found out, and it lasted up until about 11 weeks. Right at the like 12-week mark, I started feeling better. I threw up a few times, but it wasn't like an everyday thing. I just felt like I was like ready to throw up all the time. Everything smelled bad. Like I would gag at everything. Anytime I smelled, like Ryan would make breakfast in the morning for him and Jack, and I'd come downstairs and I'd just wanna, it was disgusting. Smells are still like kind of iffy to me right now, but like it's been so much better than it was in the first trimester. And peanut butter was one that I like couldn't be around. If Ryan ate peanut butter, I was like, ugh, don't even be around me. I was super emotional. Literally from the day that I found out, I was like crying at everything. Good or bad, like it just was like, I've just been super emotional. I am peeing 24/7, like more than what I feel like with Jack. I feel like with him, I was like peeing like the normal amount of like pregnancy. This one feels like I'm peeing literally every 30 minutes, which is lovely. This time around, surprisingly, my boobs didn't change in size and they don't hurt at all. They're starting to like feel a little bit more full, but like at the beginning, like I had no, like I kept kind of like grabbing them and being like, am I actually pregnant because my boobs are not changing at all? And that was my first symptom with Jack. So I was like, where are you? Like, what's going on? So that's kind of funny that that was a big difference in the pregnancy so far. I am cold all the time. Like I've been obsessed with wearing a robe and then putting a blanket over me. I just like need to be cozy and warm all the time because I'm so cold. Super tired, usually hit a wall around 2 p.m. and then 6 p.m. I was ready for bed. Like I'll be like halfway finished with dinner and I'm like, okay, it's time for bed now. I started feeling movements around like 11 weeks, which is so exciting. I really missed feeling those little like flutters in the beginning, and then I'm so excited to feel the kicks and the rolls. It's just the best feeling. And I feel like I've like already popped. Like I started showing, I feel like right away, which kind of like was like mentally weird because like with Jack, I didn't really start showing until I want to say like 17, 18 weeks, maybe even the halfway mark. I like had a little bump, but this time around I like already started showing at like 8 weeks, I feel like. And just knowing the baby was like the size of like, I don't know, a strawberry, I'm like, I got a little self-conscious at first, but now I'm embracing the bump. So I can even give you a bump update. So this is the baby. It's so fun to have a bump again. But yeah, it was like mentally like, okay, well, like it's bloat, a lot of it, in the first trimester, but it just was like, whoa, I'm starting to show already, like maybe there's 2 in there. There's only 1, but it was just kind of like, okay, I guess I have a bump even though the baby is the size of a little tiny fruit. Not a question, but I'm just so excited to see Jack as a big brother. Me too. We are so excited to give Jack a sibling. He's great with kids. He loves other like kids his age, but he's also really like cute with babies. We were in line for voting the other day and there was a mom with a baby in a car seat on the floor, and he went right up to the baby, and of course with the permission from the mom, he like started rocking the baby in the car seat, and it was so sweet. They were like, at least you know that like he'll be great with like a second baby, and I was like, we have one on the way. So it's really cute to see him interacting with kids and babies and just like getting really excited to give him his own. Are you nervous for 2 kids? I'm a mom of 1, but I'm not sure about adding a second. Yes and no. I feel like yes in the sense of like how am I going to like give my love and attention to 2 kids? Like it was so easy with just 1. Like you just have one thing to focus on and you just get to snuggle that one baby during the newborn time and not really have any other responsibilities. And then when I'm thinking about like that newborn time and having Jack, I'm like, how am I going to split my time attention with him being like so active and wanting my attention and being so used to that, but also wanting to give this new baby attention and like love and snuggles and all of the things that like I want to give this baby in the newborn stage. And so like for me to like wrap my head around that has like, it'll put me in a spiral if I think too hard about it, and then I'm like, you just do it. You just do it. There's families with 6 kids, there's families with 2 kids, like everyone adjusts, and just like we adjusted with having 1 child, we're gonna adjust with 2. So long answer, short answer, yes, I'm nervous, but I'm also really excited, and there's more like excitement and positives that outweigh the like nerves of adding a second into it. Favorite cravings / meals you've been making? So my cravings this time around have been New Jersey Italian food, which breaks my heart that I'm not closer to go get specifically it's been like a meatball sub. And it's, my parents came to visit and I texted them before they left and I was like, so can you like bring me a meatball sandwich from like the Italian place down the street from where I grew up? And they were like, I don't think that's going to travel very well. And then as for the meals we've been making, one of our favorite meals to make is an Italian sausage orzo. I'll leave a link to the recipe down below, but it is a crowd favorite. I love it, Ryan loves it, Jackson loves it, we all love it, and it is so easy to make. 1 pan, it is so good. It's on rotation almost every single week in our house. Will you do another home birth? Yes, that's the plan as of now. We're using the same team that brought Jackson into the world, and we're really excited about that. Was your husband always on the same page as you when it came to giving birth at home? Thankfully, yes. We had a few back and forth conversations about like the pros and cons when we were pregnant with Jack about doing a home birth versus a hospital. We took a lot of time to think on it, do research, pray about it, and just kind of come to a decision together. But Ryan did kind of let me lead the decision since I was the one giving birth, and he would support me no matter where it was. He leaned more home birth than hospital, so it did make my decision of the home birth easier because I knew how he felt. But if he was like, oh, I really feel strongly about you giving birth in a hospital, I don't think that my decision would have been easy. But I'm very thankful that he was on the same page. New mom tips. I feel like that's so hard. There's so many things, but my top 3 would be soak it all in. It goes by so much faster than you think. Like everyone says it goes by fast, but like when you're like in the moment of it, the days feel so long. But now looking back at Jack being 15 months, I'm like I can't even, my brain can't even comprehend how fast it actually went and is going. So soak it all in. 2, take all the pictures and videos. Make sure to take videos because, so with Jack during his milestone photos every month, I would take like a quick video of just seeing like how he moved and his facial expressions, and I'm so glad I have those. And then Ryan and I did a really good job at taking like little detail pictures, so like Jack's little ear and fingers and nose when he was a newborn, because we just like, it's so easy to forget those times because it's literally all a blur. You're like sleep deprived, and it just like, there's little things that you miss and forget. And so I'm really glad that I took tiny little detail pictures. They are so special to look back on now. And then I love getting wisdom from other parents and friends of ours, but really just take and leave what they give. Like if something works for them, but it doesn't work for you, or you try it and you're like, oh, it's supposed to work for me, but it's not, don't feel stressed about it. Every baby is so unique and so different that like somebody else's advice may work for them, but it's not gonna work for your baby, and it's totally okay. So for an example with us, some of our friends recommended the swaddle. You're supposed to swaddle them from like the chest down, so they're just like snug like this, like a little worm. Jack hated having his arms down, and he, every time we'd swaddle him like the normal way, he would kind of like Houdini his arms out and wake himself up, and he just like hated it. So we decided to kind of compromise, try something different, and just swaddle him from like the chest down with his arms out, and he would sleep like this most of the time, and like it worked perfectly for us. So like there's things that you can do where you can kind of compromise or just try something else completely. Like there's literally no rules. Like kind of like parent from an instinct. If you feel like this isn't working for you, scratch it, try something else. So get knowledge from other people, because I think that is so helpful, and like that's like what we need as humans is like knowledge and help from like the older generation. But pick and choose what like works for you, and don't feel guilty if it doesn't, and don't feel bad, because like I said, every baby's so unique and different, and that's like the beautiful thing about parenting. Was baby number 2 planned or a surprise? So I want to be very sensitive when answering any type of like conceiving questions, because I know that it is a sensitive topic, especially for people who are struggling to conceive. So I want to preface this by saying like my heart is with you, and I want to just hug you, and you're in my prayers. I've had people close to me struggling, and although I haven't gone through that, I just can see firsthand how devastating and hard and mentally draining it is, and I just want to hug you all and let you know that I love you and my heart is with you. So this baby was, I would say, planned, but I mean, like I just mentioned, you can't really plan conceiving a baby. I would say it's always a surprise when you find out, no matter how you find out, when you find out, because it's kind of like, whoa, it happened, okay, this is the time. So we always knew that we wanted to have like a 2-year age gap for our kids, and so after Jack's first birthday, we were like, let's just have fun with it and see what happens, and if we don't get pregnant by the fall, then we can start tracking ovulation and kind of going from there to actually start planning and trying. So we got pregnant, and the kids will be, I think, about 21 months apart, so we will have 2 under 2 for about 3 months. Are you going to find out the gender or wait? So we actually know. I took a blood test a few weeks ago and found out. The funny thing about this pregnancy is before I got pregnant, Ryan and I were both like set on not finding out the gender until the baby was born. And then I got pregnant and I was like, oh, I feel like now I really, really want to know. I don't think I'm strong enough to wait until birth. And so we were like, okay, how about we find out around like the 20-week anatomy scan? We can go there, find out, and that'll be good. Then no. I also was feeling very impatient. I was like, well, if we do the blood test, we can find out. And so we did the early blood test and found out. But I think we're gonna wait until the anatomy scan just to confirm before we tell the internet. Just to be safe, I feel like it would be like a shame to be like, oh, it's this gender, and then find out at the ultrasound it's not, and be like, just kidding, it's this one. So we're gonna wait probably until Christmas. So keep an eye out. Is living in a state with kids but without family something that would ever make you move again? That is an amazing question, and something that Ryan and I have actually been talking a lot about recently. So we love Tennessee. We love Nashville. We love our neighborhood. We love just like our day-to-day routine here, everything about it. We love it. But it doesn't have any family, and it has been tough. When my family does come in to visit, every time they leave, we're like, oh, we wish that they lived closer, or we wish that like we had family nearby. And so we have been talking about potentially moving in the future, not anytime soon, but just like once the kids are a little bit older, so that they can be near grandparents and cousins and uncles and aunts. That's how I grew up. I was really close with my mom's side of the family, and I loved being able to spend holidays and birthdays with my family and my cousins. We were really close growing up, so that's like something I treasure about my childhood. And knowing that my kids as of right now are not living close to their cousins, it makes us sad. And so we would love to be close to family. We just have no idea where we would love to move. It's tough when your family is spread out. So Ryan's mom and stepdad are in North Carolina. One of his sisters is in Florida, his other sister's in California, and his dad is in Texas. So his family is very spread out. And then my mom, dad, brothers, aunts, uncles, cousins, they all live in New Jersey, and we have had many conversations about what it would look like to move there. It has really everything that we want. It has the beach, it has the mountains for Ryan to ski, it has 4 seasons, it has the family, friends, kind of everything that we're looking for. But I don't know why we just both can't picture ourselves living there. I love where I grew up. I love that I'm a Jersey girl in my blood, but I don't know, maybe it's because I already did that and like I love it here so much. We're having a hard time picturing ourselves there. And then we would consider moving to North Carolina. We just don't know if that's going to be his parents' home base, because his sisters are spread out. So we would hate to move there and then be like, actually we're gonna move to California to be closer to his sister, or whatever the case may be, because we can't expect everybody to just stay in one place just because we go there. So as of now, we are trying to convince everybody to move here. That's the plan. We're trying. We're not obviously expecting everybody in our family to up and move here, but a girl can dream, right? I know you had Jack's name picked out from the very beginning. Do you have a name for baby number 2? I'm 99% sure yes. I mean, you never know. There's like another name that could like pop up and we're just like, yes, that's actually the name. But Ryan and I both agree and love this name, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna go with it, which is really exciting because then we can call this baby by their name the whole pregnancy and really feel like we get to know this baby before it's here. So I'm gonna leave the Q&A there, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for all of your love and support already with our growing family. We feel so overwhelmed with love and we know that this baby's already feeling so loved, so thank you so much. I can't wait to continue to update you throughout this pregnancy, and I'll see you in the next video.